Team Spirit, the fairy tale sports day in the enchanted realm of Evergleam, where emerald forests hummed with magic and rivers sparkled like liquid starlight. The annual fairy tale sports day was the event of the century. Creatures from every corner of the land, gnomes, pixies, dragons, and talking animals, gathered in the grand meadow, a stadium carved from ancient oaks and draped in vines that glowed with fairy dust. This wasn't just any sports day, it was a whirlwind of wild challenges, unexpected alliances, and heart-pounding excitement, where teamwork reigned supreme. The story begins with Team Spirit, a ragtag group of underdogs who'd never won a single event in sports day history. Their leader was Pippa, a spunky pixie with mismatched wings, and a knack for tripping over her own enthusiasm. Her teammates included Grumble, a grumpy gnome who could lift boulders twice his size, Sizzle, a baby dragon whose fiery sneezes caused more chaos than heat, and Whiskers, a sarcastic talking hare who claimed he could outrun the wind but hadn't quite proved it. They were the laughingstock of Evergleam, mocked by the sleek Team Starlight, led by the smug unicorn, Prince Prance, who'd won 5 years running. This year, though, Pippa had a fire in her eyes. "We're not just here to compete," she declared, tossing her glittery hair. "We're here to shine." Her team groaned, Grumble muttered about pointless optimism, Sizzle accidentally scorched a nearby fern, and Whiskers rolled his eyes, but they couldn't deny Pippa's spark. Something felt different this time. The sports day kicked off with a blast of trumpets from enchanted toads. The first event was the Pixie Pole Vault, a dizzying race where competitors used magical poles to leap over a chasm filled with giggling jellyfish that tickled anyone who fell. Pippa, despite her wobbly wings, took a deep breath, clutched her pole, and launched herself into the air. The crowd gasped as she somersaulted mid-flight, dodging a jellyfish's ticklish tendrils, and landed with a triumphant twirl. Team Spirit scored their first points ever, and the meadow erupted in cheers. Even Grumble cracked a smile. Next came the Dragon Dash, a relay race across a field of bouncing mushrooms. Sizzle, nervous about his unpredictable flames, was up. "Don't burn the forest down, kid," Whiskers teased, but Pippa gave Sizzle a nod. "You've got this." Sizzle took off, his tiny wings flapping furiously. Halfway through, he sneezed, sending a fireball that singed Prince Prance's perfect mane. The crowd roared with laughter as Sizzle, mortified but determined, crossed the finish line, tying Team Spirit with Starlight. Prince Prance snorted, vowing revenge. The third event, the gnome toss, was Grumble's moment. The goal was to hurl enchanted pumpkins as far as possible without them exploding into glitter. Grumble, muttering about silly games, heaved a pumpkin so far it vanished into the horizon. The judges, a trio of wise owls, awarded Team Spirit maximum points, putting them in the lead. Prince Prance's team fumed, their confidence cracking, but the real test was the final event, the Enchanted Obstacle Odyssey, a chaotic course through quicksand bogs, vine mazes, and a river guarded by a riddling troll. This was where teamwork truly mattered. Team Spirit huddled, Pippa's voice steady. "We're not the fastest or the strongest, but we've got heart. Let's do this together." The whistle blew, and chaos erupted. Team Starlight surged ahead, Prince Prance leaping gracefully over obstacles. Team Spirit, however, stumbled, Sizzle got stuck in quicksand, and Whiskers tripped in the maze. But they didn't give up. Pippa fluttered back to pull Sizzle free, her wings buzzing like a hummingbird's. Grumble used his strength to clear a path through the vines, while Whiskers, finally living up to his boasts, darted ahead to distract the troll with a flurry of witty insults. "Your riddles are slower than a slug on holiday," he taunted, giving his team time to catch up. As they neared the finish line, neck and neck with Starlight, the final challenge loomed, a towering wall of sparkling mist that only a unified team could pass through. Prince Prance's team faltered, arguing over who should lead. But Team Spirit linked hands, Pippa's tiny fingers gripping Grumble's calloused ones, Sizzle's claws tucked into Whiskers' paw. "Together!" Pippa shouted. They charged, the mist parting like a curtain, and tumbled across the finish line in a heap of laughter and glitter. The meadow exploded in cheers. The owls declared Team Spirit the winners, the first time in decades a new team had claimed victory. Prince Prance, for once, bowed his head, admitting, "You lot have some spark." Pippa grinned, helping her teammates up. "Told you we'd shine." As the sun set, the grand meadow glowed with fireworks shaped like dragons and stars. Team Spirit stood on the podium, clutching their trophy, a crystal acorn pulsing with light. Grumble chuckled, Sizzle beamed without singeing anything, and Whiskers admitted, okay, maybe teamwork's not so bad. Pippa looked out at the cheering crowd, her heart soaring higher than her wings ever could, and so, in Evergleam, the legend of Team Spirit was born, not just as champions, but as proof that heart, grit, and a little bit of chaos could outshine even the brightest stars. The end.